Hey, it's Carolyn Grimm with Accounting How To. I am here today to give you my four-step approach to solving any accounting problem. So I'm going to give you my 4 steps, and then I'm going to use a couple of examples to walk you through my approach to solving accounting homework problems. Now, I'm a hiker, and my approach to things is often from the mindset of a hiker. So I always think if I put one boot in front of the other, eventually I'm going to get someplace pretty. So this is the basis for these 4 steps. It's all about a hike. So let's go on a hike, but let me just warn you, our emotional support dinosaur, Terrence, he's not a good hiker. You do not want to take him on the trail. He does not understand leave no trace ethics. He's all about the crashing through the forest and whining about snacks. So do not take him hiking. Anyway, so the first thing when you're going to go for a hike is you want to be at the trailhead looking at the information that's on that trailhead kiosk, because it's going to tell you some really important things. It's going to give you information about the hike. It's going to give you a big map, maybe. It's going to tell you whether dogs are allowed or dinosaurs, or if there are bears in the area. It's going to give you some important information. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out what the destination is. Are we going to be climbing to the top of a mountain? Or are we going out into the wilderness to come to this beautiful waterfall? Or is it going to be one of those hikes that you think is going to go someplace great, but it ends up just being accounting homework? Oh, wait, no. So once we've got an overview and we know where we're going, then we're going to start to look at the specifics. So we want to read the trail signs so that we know where we're going. Are we going on the white blazed trail or the blue blazed trail? Because you don't want to get all the way down the blue blaze and realize that you were supposed to be on the white blaze and you got to go back a whole extra mile. Ask me how I know. So step 4, we're going to get into the details. And for the hike, the details are, let's put one foot in front of the other. Every time we come to a fork in the road, we're going to look at the map, we're going to look at the signs, we're going to figure out what the next thing to do is. So now we're going to jump into a couple of examples and walk through this process. One is from financial accounting, which may be for you principles of accounting, and the other one is going to be from intermediate accounting. So let's take a look. Okay, so here we have a financial accounting or principles of accounting typical example of a homework problem. So we're going to walk through this. So the first thing is to get the lay of the land. So before I do anything, I'm going to read through this problem and get an idea of what's going on. So we have instructions, and those instructions say that somebody started a business and they did the following transactions, and then there's a bunch of transactions listed. And then we get down to the required section. The required section tells us what we're trying to do here. What is our destination? So this is what we need to do for this one. We need to journalize each transaction. We need to post those transactions. We're going to prepare an unadjusted trial balance. And then we've got a couple of questions to answer. So before I even start doing this, I've already got an idea of what I need to know before I can do this. So journalizing transactions. Do I know how to do a journal entry? Do I know how to analyze these transactions so that I know what's being debited, what's being credited? I'm going to need to know what a chart of accounts is, because it says here referring to the chart of accounts. So I'm going to need to know what a chart of accounts is. In the next part of it, it says I'm going to be posting those journal entries to a ledger. So I need to know what a ledger is. I need to know how to post something to a ledger. And I'll give you a hint, all of this stuff, I have videos, I'll link them down below so that you have those basic skills that you need to do this stuff. And then I'm going to need to know how to do an unadjusted trial balance. And then I'm going to ignore the questions for right now, because the biggest stuff right here is those first 3 requirements. This is the big accounting stuff that you need to know how to do. So once I know what I need to know, if there's anything I need to review, I can go take a look at, say, an accounting how-to video or the textbook, and it can give you hints on how to do those things that they are asking of you. And then I'll start to go step by step. So the first step is we're going to journalize these transactions. I'm going to forget about all the other stuff. I don't want to think about posting things and doing unadjusted trial balances right now. That's for later in the hike. Right now, I just want to focus on what's ahead of me on this trail. So now I'm going to go through step by step, and I'm going to do each one of those journal entries. And I'm not going to skip ahead and wonder what's, no, you got to keep your eyes on the trail in front of you. So the first one, Lexi transferred cash from a personal bank account. I'm going to look at each one of these transactions, take it as its own step, and I'm going to conquer that step before I worry about the next step. We'll work through all of those journal entries, and then we'll go to the next thing where we're going to post those journal entries into our ledger. This is the part where I'm going to review how to post to a ledger. There's a video in the description for that. And then I'm going to just conquer that piece of it. This is the part of the trail that we are working on right now. Once I've got that done, then I'll move on to the next step. And then I'm going to review an unadjusted trial balance. What is an unadjusted trial balance? How do you create one? Link in the description. And then we're going to worry about the other questions after that. But now let's see if this will work for us for intermediate accounting. So here's an example from an intermediate accounting textbook. So let's get the lay of the land. Let's see what's going on. So we're standing at the trailhead. We're looking at the kiosk. First thing we see is instructions, and it says balance sheet. That gives us an idea of what's ahead. And then it gives us this information that says these are the balance sheet accounts shown in random order. These are the balance sheet accounts for this particular company. So they've given us a whole big list of accounts, and they want us to do something with it. And then down below that, we're going to see required, and our destination is that we want to prepare a balance sheet for this company. So we've read the big trail sign at the trailhead, and we've also figured out our destination. We're doing a balance sheet. Now, what are the clues that are being offered here for what it is we need to understand? So they're giving us a list of balance sheet accounts. First thing you need to know is which accounts are balance sheet accounts: assets, liabilities, and equity. They don't have any revenues or expenses in there to trip us up, but sometimes a problem like this might. It might throw in revenues and expenses, and it wants you to understand that those do not go on a balance sheet. So we don't have to worry about those, but let's look at this list. This is in random order. Now what we need to know is what are the account types for the accounts in this list, because that's going to determine where they're going to go on your balance sheet. Is it an asset? Is it a liability? Is it an equity? So we need to understand our account types. Again, link in the description. We're going to sort out what those account types are. Now it's also giving us an extra little Easter egg here. It says account debit and in parentheses credit. What this is telling us is that if this account has a normal debit balance, like an asset does, it's going to not have parentheses. If it's a normal credit balance, like a liability, it's going to have parentheses so that you know that this is a credit balance. Now, if you know your account types and you know the normal balances, link in the description, then you're going to be in much better shape for putting together this balance sheet. So I would go through this list step by step, and I would figure out what is an asset, what's a liability, what's an equity. Once you've got that figured out, now you can begin to build out a balance sheet. Now, if you're doing a classified balance sheet, it's going to be asking you to classify things like assets and liabilities into current and long-term. So we're going to need to have that layer of understanding as well. Now, let's say you're going through this list and you're like, I've never heard of this account before. We'll use sinking fund to retire bonds payable as an example. Rolls right off the tongue. If I run across an account like that and I'm like, I'm not really sure where that goes, I'm going to go do a search for it. I'm going to say, what type of account is sinking fund to retire bonds payable? Spoiler alert, it's an asset. It's a non-current asset, meaning it's a long-term asset. And what we're doing is we're setting aside funds, cash, in order to pay off this bond payable at some point in the future. So once we've got those accounts sorted out, now we can go look at a sample balance sheet. Great place to look is the textbook, and it will show you pictures of where things go, and then you can fill them in your homework. So that's our 4-step process. This works for any accounting program. We're going to first get the lay of the land. We want that big picture from the Trailhead kiosk. What's going on with this hike? Is it 12 miles? Is it 1 mile? We don't know until we read the signs. And then we're going to figure out where we're going. We're going to read through that problem, figure out where it is that we are going. What is it we're trying to achieve here? Are we doing journal entries or are we doing a financial statement? What are the steps that are going to be ahead of us? And then we're going to go through and get the specifics. What specifically is it that this problem is asking me to do? What are the hints? What are the trail signs along the way that are going to help me to get to my destination? And then we're going to take the journey. We're going to take that hike. We're going to put boots on the ground, one step after another, until we end up at the destination that we want to get to, which is having our accounting homework done with a super good grade. I hope you found that helpful. Check out the links in the description. I put some good stuff down there for you, and I will see you in another video.